Welcome back. I hope you're ready for grinding because that's what today is going to be all about. And I'm probably going to stop and make a cup of tea at some point as well because I've had a few problems getting this set up today. Surprise, surprise. So the cup of tea I made in preparation is almost gone. Seriously, this thing just hates me. You can play cards with this game, but you can play cards with this guy. I've been here since the garden was established. He said something different last time I was here about, like, kids and stuff. But yeah, you can play cards with him, and he's actually a pretty damn good player. It's where I get a lot of my really good cards from right at the beginning. By the way, something. Oh, I'll watch anything. I want to see an action movie. Fine. Is that all they were going to say? Yep, fine. Alright, let's go and meet Squishfish. Yeah, I've decided she's no longer called Quistis. She's now called Squishfish. It's the truth, man. She is actually a Squishfish. Squishy fisher. Squishy, squishy fisher, fishy, fishy, fishy. Give me cures. Oh wow, I got 3. It's alright, I'm about to go and stock up on them anyway. Because reasons. Because that's what I'm going to be doing. Grinding. Stocking up on stuffs. I have a few things to explain before we head out. Oh no, it's a tutorial. Girlfriends give us strength. The stronger the girlfriend, the stronger we become. Well, thanks for emasculating me. So here's a brief explanation on junctioning a girlfriend. Oh no! It's a tutorial! That was fast. Everything okay up until now? You can always check back by accessing tutorial from the menu! She's shouting at me again. Why does she keep shouting at me? Once we get to the fire cavern, I'll explain how to junction magic. I already know how to junction magic. Use the command draw during battle and stock magic from your enemies. Be sure to have some stocked. Ready to go? The fire cavern, used for the test, is located east of here. I know where it is, and I'm not leaving yet because you know that junctioning thing you just mentioned? Yeah, I'm going to do that to you. That sounds wrong. That sounds really wrong. Magic. Item. And the reason I'm putting draw at the bottom will become apparent shortly. I'm also going to sort out my gifts. And I'm going to learn card with that one, which turns the enemies into cards so I can increase my deck. And I will learn Vitality Junction with Shiva. Yes. Right then, let's go do this. Let's frickin' do this. Charmon. Okay. Now, for some reason, the analog stick doesn't work for rotating the camera. I have to use the L1 and R1 buttons, which is frustrating still these. Anyway, I'm going to go over here into here first because I can find Catachippelas in here and they give me Cure, which is a very useful spell to have. It's a very useful one. Oh, glob it. It would have to be T-Rex all first, wouldn't it? I'm going to get murdered. Oh god, I am going to get murdered to death. Sometimes it's better to run, yeah, and then some. Am I going to be able to deal with this, do you think? Would have to be T-Rex or right out of the gate, wouldn't it? Literally. Just what I didn't need. Oh well. Let's see if I can deal with it anyway. Hopefully I can. If I start taking too much damage, then I'll run away. Not too bad. Now, which spells can I draw from this dude? I forget. I know that it's especially vulnerable to status ailments, like sleep and stuff. Cast. And cast. Fire, I did quite a nice job. And what's this one? Thunder. Nice. Right, now remember I set the cursor to memory. The reason for that is because, see how it started immediately on draw? So now I can just press down. It's extremely useful for when you're trying to stock up on draw things, or when you want to do the same movement every time without having to scroll down to it. The same action, or whatever you want to call it, every time without having to scroll down to it, which is extremely useful for things like this. When you have the active time battle, it still allows you the time to pick and choose if you want, but if you know exactly what you're going to do, it doesn't penalise you for having to scroll down and actually choose that option. You can just auto-select. Now the question is, am I going to be able to kill this guy in time? Seems to be doing okay so far. These thunders are helping. It's good that it's vulnerable to its own magic, isn't it? Notice that she did less that time than she did the first time. It's because there's a lot of variation on how much damage your spells will actually do. I mean, I've had occasions where I've had like characters that are really high levels with really high magic abilities, and it's done like a cure of like 30. And then there have been other times when I've had them with really low magic abilities and they've done cures of like 300. A lot of variation in what can actually be done, which is pretty cool. See, he's doing 150 now, whereas he was doing like 90 to begin with. It really is a good thing that he's vulnerable to his own attacks, isn't it? I know that when you level up a bit, because the enemies level up with you, T-Rex will learn the spell Quake. I think you need to be around level 15 for that. That's a very useful spell to have, but you really need to be at a good high level to go fighting him at that point. I'm doing pretty well here, I think. He's not really doing many attacks. It's a shame I don't have card. What card does is it turns the enemies into a card, as I said, and I do want to come back here at some point and use it on T-Rexor to turn T-Rexor into a card, because it's a very powerful card to have. And it's a very easy way to, well, relatively easy way to get it early on in the game. So I figure if I get the T-Rexor card, I go down to the beach, which is where I do most of my grinding, and fight the Fasticolons, I think they're called, those sandfish things. Turn one of them into a card. They're pretty powerful as well. So I get the T-Rexor, get the Fasticolon, and get Ifrit, which you get for just finishing him. I then have a very strong basis for my deck, which I can then use to go and get better cards, like the guy I mentioned in the previous episode in the cafeteria, who has the Quistis card. How much health does this thing have left? It has like thousands, I know that much. 6? 6? Seriously? Are you serial? Anyway. Yeah. But I usually go down to the beach and fight them because they give 3 AP, isn't it? 3 ability points per kill per enemy you defeat, which is great for leveling up your GFs faster. Because I don't actually use my GFs in combat. I never, ever bother with them or magic unless I'm drawing it like this. So for me, it's more important to have them leveled up quickly so that I can get more junction and more abilities and stuff. So I'll go down to the beach to fight the Fasticolons for that, because at this point in the game they give the most AP. So I'll spend most of my time down there when I'm grinding. See this? I've been on this for like 5 minutes now, just fighting this dinosaur dude. Grinding for the winter. 14? Seriously? Seriously? Oh, I think maybe I'm going to have to run away. Unless I get him soon, I'm going to have to run away. Which will have made this entire battle a waste. Well, not really. It's allowed me to learn that I can draw thunder and fire. Oh, Globbits, he could have done his limit break. Will it give me a chance to do the limit? I'm going to try. You dead? No. Oh, Globbits! She's dead. Right, let's do the Renzu Koken. Maybe I'll get lucky and this will finish it off. If not, then I'm going to run away. Oh, nice. Rough Divide as well. Is that enough? Is that enough to finish it? No, then I'm running away. Unless this finishes it off. Nope. Right. Yeah. Still got experience points for it. I forgot about that. You actually get experience even if you fight it. Now, I usually try and avoid running away because it actually drops your seed level, which I don't have a seed level yet, but it does count. So, yeah. Remember that magic I said I never use? Well, it's almost never. I will actually use it at this point. Anyway, all right, let's see if I can get the Catachipala this time, because that's the one I really want, because that allows me to draw heal, which is a very, very useful skill. Very useful magic. Come on! Into a fight! Thank you. Be the Catachipala this time, please. Come on. Don't be T-Rexar again. Oh, for God's sake. Seriously? It really wants me to fight T-Rexar today, doesn't it? Well, we're off to a great start, haven't I? 11 minutes in, I haven't even started grinding yet. Come on. Right, if I don't get it this time, then I'll head on down to the beach and level up a bit there first. Come on. There we go. That's what I was after. Right. Thank you. Now this is where the ability to, the memory thing comes in extremely useful. I'm going to be drawing the crap out of it whilst I stock up on cures. Right. And whilst I'm doing that, I'm going to put the kettle on. Will my control pad cable reach? I'm not certain. Let's find out. See if I can do it whilst... It's the great thing about having my living room and kitchen as one. I can just reach everything I need. Apart from the sink. Not the sink. Apart from the fridge. If I stretch out, I can just reach it all. Means I can make a cup of tea and do this at the same time. I just need to keep an eye on the screen so it doesn't murder me to death. I don't have any way to revive at the moment. Well, I think I have like 5 Phoenix Downs. Maybe, I don't know. I think I have 5 Phoenix Downs. Incidentally, Phoenix Down is not down in the sense of being down on the floor, which seems to be what a lot of people think. Down as in the down of the phoenix itself, the fur, or the feathers, as the case may be. That's what they mean by down. It has the properties of the phoenix. It allows resurrectionalness. What do you want, Muggy? What do you want, little Mugzilla? Right, now, this is one of the things that a lot of people have a problem with in the game, is the drawing system here. Basically, people are lazy. They want everything given to them straight away. And okay, I can appreciate that. You want to play for fun. You don't want to have to grind. A lot of people don't want to have to grind. Okay, I get that. Me, I actually like this. It makes it a lot more tactical. It gives me a sense of achievement, having the patience to sit here and do this. Because I do have the patience to sit here and do this, as evidenced from the fact that I'm doing this not for the first time. Which is why I think they put in the memory option in the options menu, which is for the cursor, which has it like that. Ooh. Oh. It's for people who don't want to have to work too hard on it. You can just hold the button down. I think this is another reason why these enemies at this point in the game are so weak. I mean, look. I came in here on less than full health, and I still have more than enough to be carrying on with. The other thing is, a lot of people remember the early stages of trying to draw magic like this, and getting like 6 and 7 at a time, or sometimes as low as 1. Once you've leveled up a bit, you can pardon me, you start getting 9 every single time, which means later on in the game, it's not so difficult. You have to do this a total of 12 times to stock up on your maximum 100, and that's assuming that you're doing it in combat. Out of combat, those ones like I found in Garden, those purple draw points, from them, the highest I've ever managed to get from one was 17. And that was from one of the really high level spells. It was from like Ultima or something like that. I can't remember. Was it Ultima or Meteor? So that weird village with those weird people later on in the game. I'll point it out when I'm there if I remember, because it'll be a while. But yeah, usually you get like 4 and 5 from that. I managed to get 17. So when you start finding draw points, it becomes a lot faster. Granted, the draw points take time to refresh, but still. Point is, it's not really as difficult as people remember it being. Yes, it is a grind. That's why they call it grinding. But seriously, are people really that impatient that they can't sit and do something like this? I'm thinking about it. Yeah, they probably are, considering how the prevalence of things like aimbots and trigger bots and hacks and, you know, what do they call, boosting and what have you. People want the quick and immediate. That's why games are getting shorter now. Now I've gone back to some of the old games that I played on the Mega Drive, and my recording seems to have cut out for some reason. Hold on. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Might lead to some minor issues with syncing the audio up, but yeah, I always have that anyway. And what was I saying? Yeah, basically people are impatient, whiny bitches that want everything straight away. Well, yeah, if you're one of them, well, sucks to be you, I suppose. Me, I like to take my time over things. Oh yes, that's right. Games on the Mega Drive. I've gone back and played some of them, and yes, a lot of them were quite short compared to what we get now. I mean, we considered a 3-hour game to be long at the time. Difference being, a 3-hour game at the time was something that you had to start the disc, start the game even, and play it all through in one go, like Sonic the Hedgehog, Two Crude Dudes, what else? Road Rash. Okay, Road Rash was longer, but you had codes for that. The role-playing games were the only ones that were really particularly long. The difference is these days you have like checkpoints and you have save points and you have multitudes of them. Oh, he's full. She's full even. You see? And he's full. Right, so start stocking up on Thunder. Pardon me. Pardon me. But yeah, these days a 3-hour game would be appalling. Or so we thought. But it's reaching a level where it's becoming that sort of length. I mean, the average length for a game now is like 4 to 6 hours. And you pay a hell of a lot more for them. When I was a kid, I was paying like 20 quid for a brand new game. And that was a lot of money at the time, granted. But now you're paying £60 for them. And all you've really improved is now that it has voice work and it looks prettier. But they're also easier. They don't have the challenge. They don't have the same replay value. Something else I miss is New Game Plus. I've mentioned that in one of my other recordings, but there's so few games these days that have a New Game Plus. Things like Final Fantasy would be best suited to something like that. They really need a New Game Plus. The problem I've always had with the Final Fantasy games is once you finish it, it's over. And another problem I have is that these days with the New Game Plus, what happens? You get your New Game Plus, and then you go and you play back through the same game with all the same enemies and all the same environments. You just have all your abilities, so it makes it easier. What happens to the days when New Game Plus unlock new areas and new enemies to fight and new costumes and new abilities that weren't available on your first playthrough, instead of just giving you the opportunity to go and mop up all the ones you missed the first time around? So I can look at Vagrant Story, which is a game I'm really going to have to do a Let's Play of at some point. Another Square game. Look at Vagrant Story, and after you finish that, you get the, what was it called? The mark on his back, anyway. The blood sigil, I think. The blood mark, something like that. And it unlocks a whole new section of the game, which is kind of like, it's pretty much just a challenge dungeon, but there are also some plot aspects in there that you wouldn't see on a regular playthrough. It actually enhances the game. It adds more context to a lot of the things that are going on. I mean, the story is pretty good at conveying everything it needs to on a first playthrough. But if you play through it again, it gives you a whole lot of extra stuff. And then, what we really need is stuff more like what happened in The Getaway on the PlayStation 2. Does anybody remember that? After you'd finished the game with the first character, you could then go and play it through again with the second character. Granted, it was like a second campaign and stuff, but still, we need more stuff like that, with even more variety. Imagine if each of those then had a New Game Plus version that would pay attention to what the other person had done, like you had in Resident Evil, where if you played the two different versions, if you played it first as Chris, as Leon, and when you played as Claire, you'd be on the Claire B campaign. And if you played through as Claire first, you'd be on the Leon B campaign. We need more stuff like that. But imagine if after you played it through the first time, everything you did as Leon, for example, affected things that actually happened with Claire. If you did them in certain orders, you were in certain places at certain times. And then after you played through it with Claire, you could go back and it could keep feeding back and forth between the two like that. I know that's asking for a hell of a lot more, but the thing is, we're at the level now, especially with the new consoles finally on their way, so they won't be holding the PC back as much. I know that sounds like PC elitism, but it's a simple statement of fact. When you're working with consoles that have only 512 megabytes of RAM, compared to PCs, some people now have 64 gigabytes. Yeah, I know it's insane, but some people do have 64 gigabytes of RAM. Why? Because they can. I mean, seriously, it's insane, but my point is, 512 megabytes is not enough. Even on something as well optimized as a PlayStation 3, which isn't particularly well optimized to be honest, or an Xbox 360, it just isn't enough. I heard that the Wii U has a gigabyte, which still, frankly, is not enough. It needs more. And the upcoming PlayStation 4, I'm told, has 8 gigabytes. Now that's what we're talking about. That's the sort of level we should be looking at. That's the thing that's really been holding games back recently. That's why we've had so many corridor shooters. It's the only way they can handle the draw on the system, because there's just not enough RAM available. It's not that I want games to look prettier, it's that I want environments to be larger and more dynamic, and the more RAM you have, the more that is able to happen at any one time on screen. And that's something we really, really need. Anyway, where was I going with this? I don't know. I'm still grinding my spells off this thing. So yeah, stuff and things. Right, next time, Squall, you can heal Squishfish. Squishfish? Squishfish? Yeah, because he's full, so he needs to heal the Squishfish. Squishy, squishy fishy. She must be almost full of thunders by now. That sounds so wrong, doesn't it? It just sounds wrong. There we go, she's full. So she can start attacking. She's full up! She's filled up with thunder! I need a decent cure for once. Right, almost done. Now we can start going and that little exploding noise, for those who don't know, is if you press the R1 just as it's attacking, he pulls the trigger on his gun blade and shoots the enemies. It hit me with its butt! Yes. If you don't hit the gun blade, you do less damage. So I try and hit the gun blade so it does more damages. Yeah, it's dead. Right, finally. Now I can do some junctioning. Look at that, 20 some minutes in, 22 minutes in. Oh, Quistis got the killing blow. Yeah. Quistis can learn blue magic ultra waves. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Quistis Squishfish's limit breaks are based on learning skills from the enemies. from items they drop. You can also use those items to stuff and things. And things and stuff. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Stuff and things. I'm at the stuff and things level again. What am I saying? I don't know. Stuff. I'm going down to the beach to go and fight those fatty colons. But first of all, I'm going to junction some magic. Junction magics. To her magic, she can have thunder because it raises it by more. And he can have, on his spirit, he can have, yes, cure. I think that allows him to draw faster. I can never remember whether it's magic or spirit. I'm pretty sure it's spirit that allows you to draw faster. And a higher magic just means you can do more damage. Right, these give fire and scan, which I'm not going to bother getting. I have what I need for now. I have cure. Squall, you still remember the R1 is the trigger? Yo, no, really? I was just like doing that in the previous 3 fights. Okay, I didn't do it in the third fight, second fight, because, well, I just ran away straight away. But, you know, just stuff and things. Now we can finally go get doing some grinding. Yeah. Anyway. I don't know how much grinding I'm going to do. I think I'll grind out until I get like 1 skill for each Guardian Force. And then something. Anyway, pay attention to the experience points. Because the one who gets the killing blow gets the lion's share of the experience. They get a higher experience than the other one. See, Squall got a little bit more. It's also on a lower level because they killed 1 each. They both should have had the same amount, but because Squall was on a lower level, he got a little bit more experience than her. So you'll find that because Squall generally is your most powerful fighter, he's the one that will be doing the most damage. If, like me, you rely almost entirely on physical attacks, Squall will level up faster than anybody else, and he'll end up at level 100 when everybody else is on like level 70 something. It's just the way it goes. But yeah, aren't you glad that I stopped drawing? For now. So like I said, T-Rexo, once he's leveled up a bit, has Quake. And Quake is a very good skill to have. So I'm going to go and fight him again at some point. Also, I think if you level these up, or if you level yourself up to like level 15 or whatever it is, these squishy things start having poison. I think. Basically, all the enemies will level up along with you, and eventually they'll get more powerful spells. I think it's level 15. They get a new spell, and then like level 30 or something, they get a more powerful version of the original spell. Like instead of Thunder, they'll have Thundara. And then I think if they get to like level 60 something, then they go to the even more powerful version, so it goes to Thundaga, something like that. Anyway, it's been a while. And I have had some feedback already, even though I haven't started uploading this yet. And I've been told that I have to go and do all the side quests. So I'll do all the side quests I can remember from memory. And as time goes by, I will look through, the literature and stuff, and remind myself of any that I'm not familiar with. I'm going to do them like the Alien, and I'll definitely go and get Eden. I'll go and get all the Guardian Forces apart from Boko, because you need the pocket station for that. If I can, don't quote me on this, but if I can, I'll go and get a pocket station on eBay if I can find one, and then play it out. And if I do that, I'll even upload a Let's Play of it. But no guarantees. Right, what do I get from these? Okay. Let's find out. See if there's anything worth having. That's ice. They seem to be offensive abilities anyway. Sleep. Now sleep I want. It's always useful to have a status effect, so we can use that against T-Rexo, which makes them a lot easier to deal with. And then... yeah. Start scan. No, I don't want scan. I mean, it's useful to use, but not really that useful to have. So, I'll start drawing my sleeps. Fastitokalon, a fish that swims on the ground. Only the fin can be seen. One theory says that it may be a shark. I forgot that it actually zoomed in on it all like that and stuff. That's pretty cool. So I remember Scan from Final Fantasy VII where it just gave you a little thing across the bottom of the screen. Popped up out of the ground. There are two versions of it as well. Tinnitus. There's another version with it that has a bigger face, basically, and bigger jaws. How much damage? Nah, they're doing all damage. So I should be able to stock up on sleeps. So I think what I'll do is I'll stock up on sleep and then I'll save it. And that'll be it for today. And then tomorrow you can see the actual grinding. What do you think? Should I do an entire week of grinding? If you think I should do an entire week of grinding, comment below, even though it won't matter because I'll have already recorded like 2 weeks worth of footage by that point. At least. So I'm recording this way ahead of when I'm going to start actually uploading it to make sure that I can actually stick with the daily upload thing, in case I miss any. Because I do intend to record only once a day with this one. So I'm starting way ahead of when I'm actually uploading it, just in case I have to miss a day. If I miss like 3 or 4 days in a row, then I probably will go and record multiple episodes at a time. Maybe. I'll just see how it goes. But my point is, I am definitely going to stick to uploading one a day, which means I'm going to make sure I've paid my internet bill, which should be alright from next month anyway. Also going to make sure I'm not going anywhere for a couple of months until I've finished uploading it all. Or if I do, then make sure I have them scheduled, which I can do on YouTube already. Problem is, on Blip, you have to be a paid subscriber to do that. So I'm going to have to make sure that I can either schedule them on YouTube and then have time to upload them manually to Blip, or have somebody else do it for me. Probably just get somebody else to do it for me, to be honest. It'll be a lot easier. A lot less fannying around. Right, I think I'm going to have to leave this fight very soon and go and fight another Catachipala, or at least heal. Well, I suppose I could just heal in battle. I mean, who is it that has it junctioned? It's Squall. No, neither of them have cure junction, do they? Or do they? So I could, if needs be, just cure in battle. So the thing, I never really worry too much about the junctioning stuff. I've heard a lot of people complain. If you junction it, you're then terrified of using it in case it brings your stats down. I'm like, well, no, I'm not really. Because, well, I never really bother using them. Especially once I get Selfie, because Selfie has the full cure. If I ever need to cure everybody, I just make sure she's low on HP. Excuse me. And then use her limit break. I mean, dude. No, magic. Yeah, it does have its thing. Okay, so magic. Fine. Yeah, I'll use a cure. He should be almost full by now because it is its spirit, isn't it, that affects it. Because he has a higher spirit, he's able to. I suppose I could have just left him down. One of the things I'll sometimes do is if it's taking too long for Quistis, for example, then I'll leave the battle, transfer them across from the person who's able to get them quickly, and my recording just cut out again. Hold on. Really doesn't like me today, huh? But as I was saying, one thing I'll sometimes do is if one of them's taking too long to draw out a spell, then I'll leave the battle. Whoever it is that's drawn them out quickly, I'll transfer them across to the person that doesn't really need them. Oh, sorry, that wasn't able to get them quickly. Then go back into a fight and stock up with the other one. So in this case, if I was to do that, I'd jump out. I'd tell Squall to give like 45% of his stuff to Squishfish. Then carry on from there. Right. He's almost full. No. I want her to start drawing again. Stuck! He's going to be finished a lot sooner than she is, isn't he? Because he's getting like 6s and 7s and she's getting like 3s and 4s. So, yeah, I might end up doing that. I just wish the recording would stop cutting out. I don't know what's going on with this. Like yesterday it was the sound synchronization. Today it seems like it'll only record for like 15 to 18 minutes at a time. I don't know why. It just doesn't like me. I think that may have been the last one for him. Is that your last one, mate? Oh no, she's getting 9 as well. Oh, in that case, it might not take that long after all. No, he's still drawing. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm going to finish off these guys. Then I'll see how I feel after that. I might go and do a couple of quick battles to get some AP. So I get 3 at a time from these. I already have 3, 5. I need 40 in total. So if I do 10 fights, 12, then I should have enough for. Oh, there we go. There's one done. Oh, Questy's got him first. Interesting. That was actually unexpected. Especially considering she took 3 turns off and thingy bob did some cures. Intriguing. I guess she's drawing faster than he is after all. Must be magic that affects it then? Is spirit your resist? I can never remember. Is spirit your resistance to status changes is? Changes is? What are changes is? I don't know. Changes is. Changes is. Well, whatever. I'll carry on the fight like this until they're dead and stuff. If he doesn't draw the spells out, the sleep spells out in time, he can get them in the next one. He might spend a fair bit of time down here anyway. Beat you with a stick. He's running out of health. He needs to be cured again. Go cure him, Squishfish. Hit him with a cure spell. Oh. And fasty. Oops, he's running out of health. No. I want magic. Cure. Cure him. Depending on how much he's cured by, I might do a second one. No, that'll be plenty. Then she can go back to being the Squishfish and beating the bejesus out of him. That remind me on the next time it goes back to Squall to check how many sleep spells he actually has to find out how many more he'll need to do. How many more draw times and stuff. Right, how many? Sleep, 92. Right, should only be 2 more then. Maybe 3. Soon find out. So you needed 8, didn't you? Oh, you got it from 1 draw. See, done. That wasn't so bad now, was it? Now I can beat this guy to squishiness. Yeah, they take less damage when they're down in the ground like that. But you hit them a couple of times, you run over and you slap them around the face a bit and they jump up in the air and then you can do full damage. Because that makes sense. It's like, I'm nice and safe down here, you can't do anything to me. So I'll jump up and start flying through air because I'm a flying fish. Like in Ruler Rose. I wonder if that's actually a flying fish. And I wonder if I've started uploading that yet. I'm recording it. I don't know whether I've started uploading it by the time you see this. Probably not actually. Well, there you go then. Ruler Rose will be coming up at some point in the future. Extremely controversial game. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Not because it's controversial, I'm just enjoying it because it happens to be a decent game. Don't believe me? Well, okay, your prerogative. Fish fin! Yeah, you can refine them into, I think, water magic? I think. Right, now then, heal up before we go into the next fight. Squish, squish. Squish, 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 squish. Also, I might see if asleep is any good to have junction. Yes, it's even better than thunder. It's definitely useful to have things like that junction to your attack. Because it allows you to actually thingy-mabob, to put people to sleep or poison them with attacks, which is always useful. Now, if I remember correctly, if I just stand here and run like this, I should get into fights. Random encounters. It's not going to let me, is it? Fine. Do it that way then. I'm not going to be drawing this time, don't worry. I'm just going to be bitch slapping them repeatedly about the face. It's actually best to come back here when you have a full squad. Firstly, because you're able to do more damage, you know, when you have all three characters, because you can do more damage, so you kill them faster. Plus, there are 3 of them at a time, so you're actually getting 9 AP per fight, which means that you level up your Guardian forces even faster. Because that is why I come here. Okay, my iPhone just randomly lit up. Thought I was about to receive a call, but no, it just randomly lit up and told me the date. Yeah, I know what the date is. I know what the day is. I know what the time is. I have a clock on the wall, which is 3 minutes faster than you. You're in the past, iPhone! You are an anachronism! You are from the past! It is time to get up to date! Make it to the real world! The hell am I talking about? I honestly don't know. I have to come up with something whilst I'm grindinating my way. I'm grinding. Yeah, I'm grinding in your face. Okay, that sounds so fishy. See what I did there? Aha, I'm so witty. I'm hungry. What should I have for my dinner? I had roast chicken and vegetables with chips last night. It was numb. Best part is I made it. Actually, that's what I'm going to have, because I made enough that I intentionally had some left over, which I'm going to have as my lunch today, and it is almost lunchtime, so after I finish this recording, I'm going to finish off my chicken and roast vegetables. But what should I have for dinner tonight? That's the question. I might have some rice. Ooh, there's a thought. I could have some rice with meatballs and some thingamajobbles. Some seasoning in there for a bit more flavour. Or should I just have the rice on its own? I can't decide. I don't know, let's just continue. Actually, you know what? Because I'm bitch slapping these guys, I might have some fish for my dinner. I might have a fisherman's bake. I have a winter vegetables one. I have a winter vegetable fish bake, and I also have I think it's a cheddar fish bake. I might have the cheddar one with some chips. English chips, that is, not potato chips. For those who are not English, you might know them better as steak fries. Or I could have pie. I could have chicken and vegetable pie. For those who don't know, I really, really like chicken. Chicken and rice are the staples of my diet. And pasta. I have a lot of pasta as well. Right. I also want a cup of tea, so... I just want to go long enough to get the card ability to show, so I can show you that I can turn one of these guys into a card. You can sometimes randomly loot them as well from the enemies you're fighting, which is useful. Like, for example, if you kill T-Rex, or you can get a T-Rex or card, which is a very good card. I think it has 7 on the top and then 6 on the left or something. Pretty sure it has a 7 and a 6 in there somewhere. Maybe an 8 as well. I don't think it has an 8, but it might have. I remember that Ifrit has a 9 and an 8. I think it's 9 at the top, 8 on the left, 6 on the right, and then something like 3 or 4 at the bottom. I remember I always seem to end up putting it down in the bottom right hand corner if I go first, because it can't be killed from there. Depending on what else I have, obviously. Oh, that sucks. 6 AP, right, how many more do I need? I mean 6 at a time. 6, 12, 18. Should be almost there actually. $25, so I need 15 more, so 3 more fights. And then I can, so it'll be 4 more fights. I'll do 3 more to actually get the AP I need, and then 1 more to show you that I can get the faster decay one card. It's a shame that I don't have a full 3-man squad, because if I did, I'd be doing in faster. Wait, what was that? Oh, I thought it was one of those big tortoisey things. Do they turn up on this beach? Or are they only at the, No, I don't think they do turn up on this beach. They're somewhere else, aren't they? I'll point them out at some point. I'm sure we'll see them at some point. And if I remember, I'll say that these were the guys I was thinking of. But, you know. Right. Almost there, anyway. Tomorrow will be even more grinding, though, I should warn you. Probably not as much, though, tomorrow. But it will still be a fair bit of grinding. If I can, I'll try and finish tomorrow off with the Fire Cavern, getting Ifrit and stuff, but no promises. Might take too long. Right, now, did I already do 1 more, or do I need to do 2 more after this? I can't remember. Nah. I hope we get to see one of those really big ones. With the big, like, skeleton type jaw. Have you noticed that Squall's ATB bar is filling up a lot faster now? Filling up faster than Quistis's is. Filling up faster than the Squish Fish. It's moving ever so slightly ahead. As he increases in levels, his speed will increase even more so, and it will eventually reach the point. Unless I start junctioning and stuff to, you know, make up the speed difference, it'll get to the point where he's almost getting 2 goes for every one of theirs. When you get those 3 dudes in the past, I think it's Kairos. I can't remember all 3 of their names. Laguna, Kairos, and somebody else. I think it's Kairos. He has like ridiculously high speed, and he literally will have 2 actions for every one of the other 2. It's Kairos, Ward, and Laguna, isn't it? Yeah. Kairos is really fast. Ward is slower but stronger, and Laguna is kind of balanced in the middle. I'll talk more about them when we actually reach that point. Okay, we're coming up on the 15-minute mark for this 3rd recording, so it might cut out again. Hope not, because, you know, it's kind of annoying having to do that. Basically, I just need my computer back. If I had my computer, this would be so much easier. Still no news on that, unfortunately. I really should have heard something by now, but still nothing. Hopefully, by the time this episode goes live, I will have heard something. And if that's the case, then I'll mention it in the comments, saying that I, you know, even when I get my PC back, it'll be a well-known fact on my channel. That's for sure. That's for true. Oh, got a limit break. Got a limit, laddie. Boom. Okay, is it going to give me the limit? Yes, there we go. Renzo Kuken. You'll find that he does a different thingy bob depending on the enemy he's actually fighting. It's like one of the ones you fight later. It's one of the Bahamut dragons. You'll actually jump up on it, and like do somersaults across its shoulders and stuff. That's really awesome. This one tends to be... Oh, he's doing a different one this time. But yeah, against them it tends to be the up down thing, which is kind of meh, but you know. Well, we're going to be having almost an hour of recording on this one. Maybe even bang on an hour. I'm going to use one cure spell. One. So I kind of like... Oh, okay, I'm going to... Fine, I'll stock up then. Nah. Wait, nah, I'll just fight these things. I should get the whatchamajobble this time. Yeah. There we go. It should be the last one to get my card ability. And then there'll be one more where I actually use it to try and turn one of these guys into a card. The only problem with doing that is you don't actually get any experience when you turn them into cards. So, but you do get the card, so it's a fair trade-off, I think. Considering I'm not going to be doing it every single time, it is a fair trade-off. Because, yeah. Then again, I suppose I could just be more patient and wait until I can get the cards myself. But where's the fun in that? I can get them now, and I managed to get that whilst the my TV was spazzing out. Because for some reason, every time my my fridge resets, I get this click, and it makes the image on my screen go off. And there we go. My recording's just stopped again, so give me a moment. Well, saw that coming. Come on, thank you. But as I was saying, my my fridge, it sort of clicks, so and it shuts down the pump or whatever it is that's trying to cool it down, and then my TV kind of goes, yeah, and the image cuts out for like a second or two, and I managed to get the pull the trigger whilst it was actually off. I was quite proud of myself for that. I wish I knew what the hell was going on with this though. I mean, it was recording fine yesterday the entire time. Now it's cutting out every 15 to 18 minutes. The first one cut out at 16, the second and third cut out at 17 each. I don't get it. I might have to limit them to 17-minute recordings. Huh. I'm going to have to figure out what's going on with this. There we go. Burned card. Right, now then. First of all, change the skill you're learning. Card mod. That's another reason to get a card. Refine items from cards. And you can have Vitality Junction. You're still learning Vitality Junction, so you can stay with that. Junction. Who is it that has? It's yeah, she has it. Okay. And then put magic. In fact, no. Put magic at the top and put card there. Now let's see if I can actually get the Faster Decay long card. Come on. Oh, that's voice went then. Ugh. Might have to slap it around a bit first. Right. Sometimes it can work straight away, sometimes it doesn't. One of the good things is it does count as an attack against the enemy. So do it a couple of times, even if it misses, it will eventually make it jump up out of the ground. Like that. Convenient timing. Now I just have to keep going until I get one. And then once I have one, then I'll call it a day for today. And hopefully fix these problems I'm having with the recording. Got it? There we go. That was useful. That was convenient. Faster to Kalon F card. I think there are two versions of it. There's the regular version that I just got there, and then I think there's also a different version of the card that has the big face. But don't quote me on that. Actually, feel free to quote me on that, because it's only what I think. It's only what I remember. Whether it's correct or not, that's another story. It may be completely incorrect, but, still, it's what I think. Just wish I knew what was going on with ITV. It's EYE, by the way. I know I've mentioned that many times, and I'm going to continue mentioning it. And this episode is going to be an hour long. I wonder, should I be really cruel and head up into the... Should I, or shouldn't I? Should I be really cruel and head up into the wooded area and try and get a T-Rex or card? You know what? I think I will. Yes I will. I'm gonna head up. Oh, I still got all the AP. Don't get the XP, but you still get the AP, which is nice. Right then. Come with me, because I want to go and try and get a T-Rex or card. What are these things? I wonder if either of them will have any of them. I wonder if any of them will have heal. No, it's just those things. They have like one of those things. I already have one of the cards of you, so I don't need you. Go away! Bitch slap! Beat you back the face! With my face! Get off me! Get off! That should be it. Yep, there we go. Right, Now then, do you think I'll be able to get the T-Rex? Oh, it was... Oh, Vitality Junction. Nice. Oh, yes. I can junction that as well. No. Guess what's best for junctioning to Vitality? You guessed it. Cure spells. Or curative thingy bobs. Oh. It's actually... See, 22 for cure. And 16 for that. Okay. And you're still learning Vitality Junction. You can start learning... Oh. No, you can learn Strength Junction first, so I can take out the enemies faster. Also, I'm going to use some of Quistis's magics to level you up. And then we're going to go for it. And hopefully get a T-Rexor. I'm not going to keep going for much longer. I'll do like half a dozen or a T-Rexor, whichever comes up first. And actually, Quistis, you can stock back up on your cures whilst we're here. Eat in my face! Eat in my face! She should only have to do it twice, hopefully. And then she'll be full on cures again. Oh, didn't hit it in time. Let's see now. If she gets 5 this time, then we'll be full. Is she going to get them all? She's going to get 4 just to be... Oh, no, she got 6. Oh. Oh, in that case, she needs 1 more still. Because I used 2, didn't I? I had 10, and then I used 2. So she actually needed 12 in total. So she'll get 1 this time. There we go. And she can go back to bitch slapping it in the face until it's dead. Is that it? Nope. Is that it? Nope. Ultra waves! I can sometimes do like confuse against you or something, some kind of status effect. Right, anyway, I'll do like half a dozen battles or a T-Rex or whichever is sooner. And then on the next tomorrow, then I'll go and try and get a T-Rex or maybe I'll go back to the beach and I'll see how I feel tomorrow. See if I can be bothered trying to get a T-Rex or card. Unless, of course, I get one today. That's still a possibility. A possibility. Right, get rid of get rid of. Oh, it's going for the fly first anyway. Oh. Weird. Why did he go for... Wait. Oh, right. They're not going for the fly first. Now they're going for the fly. Now they're going for that dude. Munch me face. Literally munching me face. I'm not playing Dead Space anymore. Why do I still have things munching my face? Oh well, they're dead anyway. I should probably save it at some point as well, just in case, in case I like die and stuff. But that would be too much like common sense. So, yeah. I'll do one more fight, and then I'll do one more fight, and then I'll save it, maybe. Probably not, but I'm telling myself I'll save it after this fight. Well, if it's a T-Rex or I get the T-Rex or card, that's for sure. Is it? No, it's one of these dudes. Just butt slap me, literally slapping me with your butt. Ooh, and then I'll whip you. You love it when I talk dirty to you. Come on, I'm hungry. Hurry up, I want a T-Rex so I can get the card, so I can go and save the game and go and have some din-dins, because that chicken is calling to me. He's saying, I am in here, eat me, eat me, eat me. And I'm like, nom, nom, nom. And he's like, yes, nom me, you know you want to. You want to nom me. You want to nom me. And I'm like, yes, I want to nom you. And he's like, then come and nom me. Eat me. Eat me. And I'm like, no, I must resist. I must fight T-Rexor. And it's like, you will not get the T-Rexor. You will not. It will not come to you. And I'm like, no, how can you be so certain? It's like, because I know these things about stuff. And I'm like, hang on. No. Oh, I thought that was a T-Rex. I was getting all excited. Oh, well. I suppose I can go and cure both of them. So, yeah, we can cure ourselves. No, cast, you silly mook. We'll cure up. Give me a decent cure. No, we need to do it one more time then. No. Or maybe two more times if she gets another dodgy one like that. But come on, hurry up. I want a cup of tea. I want a cup of tea. And I want me din-dins because I'm hungry. I want to eat my face. And I'll do one more each. And then I'll go back to murdering it in the face. Come on. Now, editing all this together is going to be interesting because I have like 4 parts to this recording now because it kept spazzing out on me. It kept going on, and I'm like, oh no, and it's like, and I'm like, eat my face. And it's like, no, your face is too tasty for my face. I'm like, what? And it's like, exactly, face. And I'm like, it's like, eat my face. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm talking about either. Right, come on, give me a T-Rex or I don't want to go for that much longer. I've already recorded a hell of a lot more than 35 minutes, which was what I originally set out to do. But oh well.
Sometimes it just has to be done. Come on, give me a T-Rexor. I want one. Give me T-Rexor, 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 T-Rexor. Dum 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 dubbity dum.
I fought him up here last time. Shouldn't really make any difference where in the forest you are, but you know, superstitions and stuff. Alright, now I need the loo, so this I'll do one more after this, and whether I get T-Rexor or not, this is the one. This is my penultimate battle. That means one before last, by the way, for those who don't know. Oh, didn't hit thingy bob in time. Come on, hit him. And then stuff and things. Don't forget this time, Kiwi. There we go, got it. Come on, let me get T-Rexor. I want to like murder its face. I want to turn it into a card so I can go and play cards with it. Literally. Use it as a card. How the hell does that work? I mean, that must be some immensely powerful magic to turn like living creatures into trading cards. That's awesome. I want some. I want to be able to do that. Right, one more, and then whether I get the T-Rexor or not, I'm going to save it. I'm going to go and have my lunch. I'm going to make a cup of tea. I'm going to do my business. Ooh, magic stone pieces. Ooh. Watercottle and Shiva leveled up. Right, and yeah, stuff and things. Oh, that was fast. Is it going to be the one I want? Or is it going to be another dodgy fight? No, it's going to be another dodgy one. Fine. You really want it? Then come on. This is my last one for the day. I'll try and get the T-Rexor card tomorrow, maybe. Or I might just wait until I can actually win one in like triple triad game. Doing 71 now, you notice. Instead of in the 60s, he's into the 70s. He's still in the 50s though. Right, come on. I'm not sure exactly what I'll be doing tomorrow, but I will tell you one thing for certain. Tomorrow will be more grinding. Just the way it goes, I'm afraid. Grinding, 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 grindy, 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 grind, grind, grindity, grind. Because I love me some grinding. Right. We're coming up on the 17-minute mark as well, which is where the recordings seem to cut out for some reason. So, as good a place as any to stop. Oh, and we're in ultra waves again. Right. In that case, didn't get what I wanted. Didn't get what I needed. Well, I got some of it. But point is, until tomorrow, I'm going to. Oh, derp. Yeah, until tomorrow, I'm going to say thank you for watching and prepare for more grinding.